going to be doing a story time video, and I feel like this is one that like I didn't think would be a story time video, but I don't know. I have gotten a few of these questions throughout kind of like my YouTube career. I am on various webcam sites as a webcam model. Some use just my pictures and some I was actually on. So a lot of people were asking me about it, if I was a webcam girl, how I got into it and all that stuff, and I was just like, I never thought I should do videos on it because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to like, you know, encourage people to become webcam models, but I'm going to share my experience and kind of make this like a story time video so you can kind of like judge on your own, because I think of all the work in the sex industry, strippers, porn stars, I mean I was never a porn star, but like stripper, escort, hooker, like porn star I guess, I'm gonna, like I said, I never was a porn star so I can't speak to that, but like webcam, I feel like webcam is like the safest and the one that's not going to make you want to feel like you want to kill yourself after doing it. So I was a webcam model. You know, the site always changes. I think it's like Showgirls webcam. I don't even know. I can't even remember. I was under Cherry Darling 89, Quentin Tarantino reference, and that one I believe was still up less. VIP webcams, VIP Showgirls, VIP something. There's a girl I follow on Twitter. Her name is Jenna Shea. She's a well-known escort. She doesn't really make any like qualms about it. It's not like it's a hidden fact. It's like a thing that she's just like, or maybe was, I should say. I don't know if she still does, but I know she was like this well-known escort. I just thought she was like gorgeous. Like I used to see her on Tumblr, like her booty, and people like, that's that Jenna Shea. And I've actually spoken with her on the phone and via Twitter a few times. I think she's like, just seems like a really kind of put like all together there girl, which is someone you don't really meet in the sex industry all that often. So she seems very smart, intelligent, very, you know, and so she had posted that she was on this site, but I know for sure she was not on there anymore. Even though she was, maybe, I know she didn't want to be affiliated, but her and this girl named Real Sexy Barbie, two thick blonde girls that I used to follow on Twitter. I still follow Jenna. I don't think I follow Real Sexy Barbie. I don't know. They would always say, oh, I'm doing web shows on VIP Glam Cam or whatever it's called, VIP Showgirl. I don't know what it's called. And so this is the only site that I'm like legitly on, or that I was legitly on. I am not a webcam. I'm not webcammed in, I mean, I think right when I moved into my beach apartment, which was like 2012, I think I was like just like stopping it. So I think I was like still doing that like a month moving in there, but then I just stopped. So it was after I did stripping and escorting and all that stuff, because I was like, you know what, like the money was pretty good in stripping, well mostly like escorting. It was pretty good in the sex industry, if we put it that way, you know, taking pictures, modeling for lingerie, whatever the case may be. So I was like, just in case, that's how I was thinking at the time, and you shouldn't think like that because you should always say plan A is going to work, but I was like, just in case, I can always fall back on this webcam, because I was, you know, living on my own for the first time in an adult apartment, so I was like, okay, just in case, like I'm going to do this webcam thing. So I had never done it before. I guessed it on other girls' webcam. There's a girl who actually does YouTube now, and I will not say her name. She's not like a super popular YouTuber, but she does YouTube. That I guessed it on her site for webcam. So I was like, whatever, it's just webcam, there's no sex, no one's gonna touch you. Like, I feel like that was my biggest issues with like stripping and escorting and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this is like safe. And when I would go on, it'd be like during the day, so it'd be like nighttime over in the UK. So you get a lot of British people, which by the way, British guys, like, I mean, they're pervy, but they're not like as disgusting as like, or maybe it's just their accent that doesn't make them sound as vulgar as American guys, but, I was just like, okay, well, like, this is fine. So I would always get the UK guys, which love curvy girls, and so I was like, oh my god, this is like my mecca, this is what I was doing. The first day on the webcam site, like, you don't get paid till after the month, and you have to go over the $100 threshold, but you can see how much you accumulate during however long you want to be on there. Like, webcam, basically they pay you per minute, and you can go bikini, topless, nude, and I just want full nude, because I'm like, well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well just do a full Monty, you know what I mean? So you can set your own prices on this specific particular, I was trying to say particular and specific site. It means the same thing. So I would set my prices pretty high actually compared to the other girls, but within days I got to be the VIP on the top row, top page. I feel like I was still on the top page because I feel like people still think that's me on there. I wouldn't say I was like the sexiest or the raunchiest photos. I think I was in a bikini with like my butt up in the air or something like that, but it was a completely bikini picture. Like if you go now, it's like bikini picture. It's like one my boyfriend at the time took on me on vacation. And I think because I was just really like natural, but also like I gave them what they came in for. So when you came in, I mean, I went full out raunch, you know what I mean? Like full out raunchy, you know? And I would always get the feedback. I would always get guys in there for a half hour, hour at a time, which is kind of insane from what I've heard from other webcam models. Like the fact that you can keep someone in there for an hour is like insane, because usually they come, they want to come, and then, you know, that's it, and it's a couple minutes because, you know, I set my price as full nude at like $9.99 a minute, which is crazy. It's insane. But you know, other people would have $2.99 a minute, but they wouldn't be showing the goods. You know what I mean? I'd be like, well, here you go. You wanted to see it. Because I'm such a giver, and I feel bad if I'm trying to scam someone. I'm like, well, you paid for something. This is what you paid to see. And people would be like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, I'm so, like, you're just so great. Like, you're the best one on here. Like, you actually show the goods. Like, which I know maybe is something not to be proud of. Like, oh, congratulations, you're the sluttiest one on the site. But like, I did really well for myself. So I was on it for about 2 months. Was it? Or 2.5 months, 3 months maybe, I don't know. Probably 6 months, you know what I mean? I don't even remember. But I remember in the course of 6 months, I had made more than I made my entire, like 5-year career of stripping. Like, it was that good of money. It was amazing. And I had tried it on a different site before. That site actually like paid out, but it was kind of a hassle. Like, you had to fill out this paperwork and then this and then this and then this. I mean, it was kind of a struggle to get paid the initial time. But then the other sites I went on, those could be total scams, because I had tried like 2 or 3 other sites before that for like a day, and it's like, it would be like, oh, you made no money this time, right? Like, it was shady. And then one that I stuck with for like a month, I remember being like, they didn't even pay you. They're like, sorry, like, it doesn't show that you worked. I was like, what? So some of them can be really scammy. This one in particular definitely did pay. But just be careful with the webcam sites. Sometimes they can own your image. Sometimes they can own that video. With even mine, I don't even know to this day, like, if they record all the sessions. Like, I mean, my sessions could be out there. And again, when you sign up, you go through and click, you know, those like contracts. It's like, I agree, and like, no one ever reads those I agree. So you're just like, I agree, yes, that all sounds good. Like, I learned this through my little car fiasco. In the fine print, which is why you should always read the fine print of my car fiasco, it said in there, like, you can't badmouth us. Which is like, it's crazy, because for a service that you're providing, like, if you don't get good service, then you have every right to say, like, this is the service. So it was a very technical term where, like, you can't say, like, do this about us. And since I wasn't doing that specific thing, I was just merely just giving a review. I wasn't necessarily, I can't think of the word, but like bad mouthing them. I was just reviewing my service. Like, there's no, it's actually illegal to have that in the contract, but every like little thing matters. So when you're signing over for a webcam, for instance, it could say, we record all these, we could sell all these, we could release all these, like, at our, you know, at our rate, at our approval. I don't know if it does. I don't know what the legality of that is. Like, you know, I would cross that bridge when I got there, like any of the videos came out, but it's definitely something to be like wary of, and also be wary that like maybe they can keep, because I remember I wanted them to take the image, my profile down, because I think it's still up there. And I don't remember what happened. It was a little shady in the sense that like we can never delete profiles or something like that, or in order for us to delete it, you have to create another one. And so I don't really know like whatever happened. Like I said, it's, for all I know, it could probably still be on that site, and I'm kind of okay with it, because like obviously, like, I mean, as long as no one's like going on there under false pretenses and like thinking they're gonna see me. I don't know how that all works. Like, if you were to click on and get a show for me, I don't know how that really works per se. But yeah, I definitely don't do webcam shows anymore, but I do think it is the safest of the sex industry. What to expect when you're in it. Most of the time, the guys don't even have their webcam on. Mine particular one, they could have their webcam on, but I feel like maybe one of like 20 guys would turn their camera on if they liked being watched for some reason. But most of the time you would not see them, they would only see you, and they would type, which I personally loved the typing ones, because when they typed, it kind of bought you more time, and you didn't have to like do so much work on yourself. You just like, okay, let me get close to the thing and type, which I kind of liked that aspect of it. And I feel like with a successful webcam model, you show the goods, but also I feel like you have to have a good personality. I was very nice to everyone, and I giggled and I laughed and I asked them questions about themselves. And I feel like anything in this sex industry, a lot of times, yes, it's about the sex and the nudity and they want to see a naked girl, but like, I think a lot of it comes down to also wanting to be heard and listened to, you know, sugar daddies too, sugar baby relationships that I've been in. It's like, they like the, yes, let me see you naked, but like, also ask me about me, because no one asked me about me. So I think that's always good. So would I recommend going into the webcam modeling world? You know, that's totally on you. I would just know, once you're naked on any platform, whether it's a cell phone picture or a webcam, once you're naked, you have a chance of it going out there. So if you're like, thinking, oh my god, if I ever had this leaked, it would be end my life. Don't do it. But if you're a liberal person, I'm pretty liberal with my body. I kind of don't care. Like, part of me does, and then part of me is like, I don't really care. But then it's like, oh, you work hard for something and you work to build a certain thing, and then it's going to be taken down because you did porn or sex on camera or whatever. You just really have to think twice. Some people are like, I never regret doing it, and some people are like, oh, I kind of do. And I'm kind of like in the middle where I'm just like, I don't regret it, but like kind of, and it's kind of like, ooh, I wish I could have done my life differently, but this is what it is, so I'm going to own it. So, like, going back to that time, would I have done webcam modeling? Probably not, because I would have just tried and did, you know, what I was trying to do, YouTube full time, and I would have just continued doing that because it ended up working out, you know? So, it's like, I could have just kept trying to do that because I wasn't, you know, desperate for money. I was just nervous about having a fallback plan. So I probably wouldn't have done the webcam modeling part. It's also a lot of work. I would be on there, it's like going fishing. You're like on there for 8 hours hoping someone knocks at that door, and it's literally a knock, like, and then you have to like catch the door. And if you don't catch the door in time, then you miss that person. So you're kind of just like fishing all day long on there, and it can be kind of tedious. But of all the sex industry jobs, like I said, I would definitely like do webcam. Like if I had to do a career out of one of the jobs I've done in the sex industry, it would definitely be the webcam modeling. So for those of you like, I think I want to be a stripper or a hooker, it's like, well, let's start with the webcam modeling first and see how you feel. I never had shame after it. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, that was like, no, I never thought that was weird. I was just like, oh, this is like odd that people pay for this, but never had shame after it like I do some of the other ones. Like sometimes I would feel a little much, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you don't know what I mean. But yeah, that was my webcam, how I got into webcam modeling story time. It's actually like pretty easy. Like I said, I followed girls on Twitter. I saw what they were reading. I was like, okay, sign up. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of how I got into it. But just know that all those sites and everything are a little shady at the end of the day. Sometimes you may not get paid. Sometimes your profile may be up there forever. Who knows? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time video. If you guys want more story time videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. I love you guys so very much, and thank you for watching. As always, I want to say hi to Rick Moranis, and until next time, here are my kissies from my little baby fishes. Bye, guys.